I'm going to give you the best drill that I've ever done with my clients to help get rid of a slice. It's an over-exaggerated drill. It's really going to help you feel how to swing more out to the right and turn that club face over, because we all know over the top guys or slicers come over the top with a wide open club face, and those are the two biggest issues, is path. Mostly it's face, definitely obviously it's path, so we need to get that path more in and out with that face closing. We're going to talk about that here because it's not just clear cut on how to fix that, and sometimes there's things that you have to look for in the golf swing to actually make those changes. I'm going to discuss what those different swing changes might be and what you can do about it, but I'm definitely going to give you this drill that's really going to help. Let's discuss. What's up, guys? My name is Wade Fullingham. I'm the Director of Instruction here at Flaw Golf Academy. I want to show you this best drill that I have for fixing a slice. I use it every time when I have somebody that's a slicer, because it's got to teach a couple things. Now, before I get into the drill, I want to talk about some things I tend to see with slicers, some different swing flaws that we see. I just want to show you those so you can see some of the different flaws. Then I'm going to show you some matchups, and then I'll get into the drill. So here's some of the things we see with slicers. Okay, number one, a lot of the times I see the club whipping way inside. So it gets here, it creates this loop, and then they come over the top. Okay, so remember, a slice is the pass too far outside with a wide open club face coming through, makes the ball start way left and move way right. Okay, it's the shortest way to hit the golf ball. Now, another thing I see at the top is the hands get too far up here in front of them. It's too far this way and not enough behind you. We call that depth. What is the depth of your hands? Do you have your hands way out here, or do you have your hands more behind you? So if you need to come more from the inside, what we typically teach is going from here to making a bigger turn and getting the hands setting more behind us, because if the hands are more behind us, it's easier to come from the inside, especially if you're an over the top person. Most of our over the top people don't come from the inside and they come over. There are some, but most of the time it's not. Most of the time it's this, they get the arms up and then they come over the top, or some kind of combination of the two. Okay, the final thing is when you slice the ball, you have to understand, or when you have a path that's way out to in, you can't close the club face, because if you close the club face coming through with an out to in path, you're going to hit dead pulls. So you learn, so you can play golf, is to leave the face open. So you lose the ability to turn the ball over. Now, sometimes it's grip. The reason why you can't turn it over because your grip's too weak, because you're trying not to miss it left. So I would encourage you to get a stronger grip. Then also, it's the fact that you don't know how to square the club face up. The club face is coming in open like this and then never squares back up into impact. We usually have really bad wrist angles, so the wrist tends to get an extension on the downswing instead of flexion. Flexion makes the club face close. Extension makes the club face open. So if on the downswing you go into extension, you open it. If you go into flexion on the downswing, it closes it, it squares the club face up. So those are some different things that can cause a slice. All right. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is some different matchups, right? It's never hardly a good matchup to go inside because it causes a problem with looping. So a good matchup for most players is to get the club up here in front of them. Okay. Also, if you're a guy that's slicing it, that their hands are way in front of them, a good matchup for you would be to get your hands deeper. So if you draw a line from the top of your hands down to the ground, the line should line up towards your back heel. Okay, if it's lining up over your toes or up here on the front of your toes or the balls of your feet, your hands may not be far enough behind you. And how you get that depth is more turn. You got to make a bigger hip turn, bigger shoulder turn. You've actually got to get the hands behind you so that you can come from the inside and then learn how to square that club face up. All right, so here's the deal. You got to seek instruction. I'm going to show you a drill that's going to teach you how to come from the inside and draw the ball, but it may not fix any positions in your golf swing. Okay, I want to use this drill as a way to get you started, to get you working towards the right direction of how to fix it, but it's not probably going to fix positions in your swing, so seek instruction. Come see me if you can come see me. Go see your local golf professional, have them help you with that slice, give you some things to work on in your golf swing to correct those positions. But anyways, make sure to like and subscribe this video if you're liking it so far. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. But again, please subscribe, it helps me out a lot. So here's the drill. So let's just say the target line is, I think you can see this on camera, I have these two, it says like fat mats down there. There's some signs down there. I'm gonna aim at those signs, or that's my target. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna aim right, like this, and you're gonna drop your foot back. Okay, now here's what I want you to do. I want you to swing out to the right, end out this way, and I want you really trying to turn this face over. It's just a drill. This is obviously not a good release. It teaches you to flip hook it, but I want you to see the ball start right and move left. So it's a good drill. So I want you to line up a little bit right, drop that foot back, and I want you to curve that ball back to the left. So you're gonna swing in to out. Okay, a good thing to imagine is put a ball there, put a ball back here where you won't hit it, and you're gonna try to go through that line and you're gonna turn it over, okay? Now, when you start turning it over on the downswing, it's important. You should start turning that face down towards the ball way back here. Don't wait till impact, it's too late. So if you keep having a hard time squaring it up, check your grip first, right? Make sure you get a stronger grip so this hand moves more on top, this hand moves more under. And then as you continue to struggle, you're gonna try to turn it over sooner and sooner and sooner in the downswing. Okay, so I'm gonna drop this foot back. I'm gonna really try to make this thing work behind me here. You can close the club face if you want to a little bit. Okay, got that ball drawn a little bit. Make sure that ball starts right. So drop the foot back, open up the body. You're really gonna come in to out this way. Really feel an exaggerated drill. And you're gonna try to roll that face down, get it pointing towards the ground and towards the ball, and try to get it moving left. It's just a drill to get an exaggerated feel. So that ball curved quite a bit. Of getting that club to work inside out and turn it over. It doesn't fix your golf swing, so that's why you got to see construction. But really work on here, turn over. You can feel some flexion in your lead hand. Flexion closes the club face, so I'm going to do that here. I'm going to add some flexion coming through, so here. Okay, I got some good curve there. Making that ball move from right to left. If you can get that ball to move right to left and relearn how to close that club face again, that's one of the steps to getting rid of that slice. And the second is your path. Give these a shot. Say, hey, I have a free video for you that will walk you through all the things you need to drop 7 strokes in as little as 2 weeks. So if you're struggling to break that 80 barrier where you're consistently shooting the 70s, or the 90 barrier to consistently shooting the 80s, or 100 to shooting to the 90s, there's 3 separate videos you can choose from depending on which one you're trying to break, and it walks you through all the things you need to break those barriers. And we've seen with this that you can drop as little as 7 strokes or as much as 7 strokes in 2 weeks if you apply these principles. It's going to give you a clear path on how to do that. It's going to give you specific tasks to do, and it's going to change your perspective on golf and how to lower your scores. So check that out. There's going to be a link below to get access to that. It's free. I want you to learn from that. Go check it out. I promise it's going to help your game. Awesome, guys. See you in the next video.